This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, Dunedin basks in sun, helping to make this year's Special Rigs for Special Kids a huge success. The nationwide repatriation of servicemen who died overseas includes the family of Alistair Buchanan from Southland. And curlers from around the world are converging on Naseby this week for the Audi Quattro Winter Games. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Holly Buchanan. Clear skies made for big smiles yesterday, helping to make this year's Special Rigs for Special Kids a huge success. The annual event, which sees children treated to a truck ride around Dunedin, is now in its 26th year and still going strong.
Huge juggernauts manoeuvring through South Dunedin streets. Special Rigs for Special Kids has been a fun day out for special needs youngsters since 1992. This year, more than 200 trucks and hundreds of children enjoyed the good weather on their trip from South Dunedin over 3 Mile Hill, through Mosgiel and back to the start point at the Edgar Centre in South Dunedin. Accompanying parents say the scale and quality of the event are impressive.
It was cool. I didn't realise how many people actually come out for it, so it was quite surprising.
Oh, it's really great. You know, the weather's fine. The trip round Mosgiel and back again was great, and a good job by the truck drivers. An excellent day.
All the companies, the truck drivers, the people at Edgar Centre, everything is just absolutely incredible, and seeing the smile on the children's faces it's a 1 in a million.
On their return to the sports centre, a barbecue lunch, drinks and entertainment were provided to the lucky youngsters. Event founder and organiser Greg Inch says the main objective is to give children a memorable day.
Basically, it's to give a special needs child a truck and a driver for the day and just go and experience it. That's what it's about. It's an experience. You can do a lot of things raising money, but you can never overlook an experience, and this is all we do. It's simple.
Inch says along with the drivers, there are a lot of other people who donate time and resources to make the occasion the success that it is.
You've got to remember there's traffic management, there's like even feeding people. There's 2,500 sausages, 1,000 meat patties. There's just a huge amount.
When Greg Inch started the event in 1992, he did not expect to be still at it 26 years later.
I thought 6 or 7 years, and it might sort of die a natural death like a lot of other events, but it just keeps going. The support's there for it, and it happens. And
while the annual event is not primarily a fundraiser, it does conclude with an evening function for the drivers with a charity auction raising money for various good causes. In Dunedin, for The South Today.
And a half-hour program covering the Special Rigs event is scheduled to be screened on September 23rd on Channel 39. Fire crews have battled a large blaze in a forestry block at Papakaio near Oamaru. The fire was originally a controlled burn-off, but a strong northeasterly blew hot embers into an adjacent forestry block. The fire on a rural property was attended by crews from Oamaru, Western and Waitaki Rural Fire. 2 helicopters with monsoon buckets were also used to fight the flames. The blaze was under control shortly before 5 p.m. and the fire crews stood down. Property owner Ian Hurst says the incident was frustrating, embarrassing and disappointing, and hopes lessons will be learned from it. After more than 60 years since losing their loved one, a Southland soldier's family has finally been put at ease. The nationwide repatriation of servicemen who died overseas includes the family of Alistair Buchanan from Southland.
Flanked by family members, the casket of SAS Corporal Alistair Buck Buchanan is laid to rest. Corporal Buchanan died of a heart attack while serving with the NZSAS in 1957 and was buried in Malaysia. His remains were repatriated on Saturday, with the president of the Awarua RSA describing it as a brother who's finally returned home.
It's very special. 24 years ago, when we rededicated the cenotaph in Invercargill to record the Southeast Asia conflicts, I was on that committee that we got Alice's name put on the memorial in Invercargill because there was nowhere else. And now, 24 years later, to finally be here to see it happen. Last year I visited his grave in KL and laid a poppy then, but now he's come home, and I feel as though a brother's come back.
Corporal Buchanan was buried in a family plot at the Wallistown New Cemetery near Invercargill. Ian Becker says he's shed tears and his comrade's body should never have been left there.
I've shed tears, too many, and it should never have happened, as far as I'm concerned. It was a real bad indictment on cost-saving measures that was made by some bureaucrat in Wellington who had no thought for the blood and sweat and tears.
He says Corporal Buchanan's return is personally satisfying, and he believes they've done him proud. For those present, it wasn't a final goodbye, but more a welcome home.
We wanted to make it special for him, hence the flags, the Guard of Honour, and just personalise a little bit.
Corporal Buchanan was one of the 27 former servicemen who died while serving in Asia between 1955 and 1971 and has been repatriated under the New Zealand Defence Force project Te Aoraki. At Invercargill, the South Today.
The two occupants of a car which rolled at the Aramoana Spit late this morning have escaped with only minor injuries. 2 fire engines, 2 police cars and an ambulance were dispatched to the incident. By the time police arrived, the occupants were already out of the vehicle. Corey White of the Port Chalmers fire crew says it appears the driver had been changing a CD when the car shot up a bank before rolling. Both the driver and passenger suffered only minor cuts and abrasions. Curlers from around the world are converging on Naseby this week for the Audi Quattro Winter Games. The games feature a range of winter sports, including 5 days of curling at the town's indoor rink.
Final preparations for a hard and fast track. The Naseby curling rink is hosting competitors from around the world as part of the Winter Games. Head ice maker Rhys Aitken says that the tournament is now part of the sport's international touring schedule.
There's been mixed doubles in all but the first of those. There were men's and women's games initially, and we've had mixed doubles running since then. So it's been running as a mixed doubles tournament, and this year for the first time Winter Games is part of the World Curling Tour.
Aitken is one of the many people who's spent hours each day preparing the ice for the tournament and is welcoming the international competition.
We've got 13 teams from Australia, New Zealand and around the world coming to play here for the tournament. Our practice day is on Saturday, then the tournament proper starts Sunday, and the medals will be handed out next Thursday, the 30th.
The games were hosted every 2 years, but now have become an annual event. The competitions run for much of this week, with top teams competing in semi-finals on Thursday morning, and the international finals are scheduled for Thursday afternoon. In Naseby, the South Today.
And still to come on the South Today, a University of Otago faculty is building a new teaching facility in South Auckland. And an update on Ranfurly's new hospital.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets. 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance. Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell ultra-low emission burner in action. See you in store soon.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Welcome back. The University of Otago Faculty of Dentistry is expanding, building a new teaching facility in South Auckland. Like its Dunedin clinic, students will be offered treatment under supervision at an affordable cost. The two-storey building will have 32 dental chairs on site and will cost just over $28 million. It's expected that nearly 50 final year Bachelor of Dental Surgery students will be assigned to the new facility at any time. Design work has already started and construction is set to begin on the site later this year to be open for business in 2020. Ranfurly's new hospital is on schedule to be open for its first patients early next year. Members of the public have been treated to a sneak preview of the new Tyrone Street facility.
Taking a tour of Ranfurly's new hospital, the public get a chance to see progress on the new $7 million Maniototo Hospital, which is already a week ahead of schedule. The public open day was arranged in response to community interest in the project.
Yeah, the feedback from the community has been tremendous. A lot of people were going past regularly watching and quite amazed how fast it's going up.
And the local community has contributed to the $7 million project with their own fundraising.
It's probably been a really magnificent community effort from the day we first talked about it in the hall right through now. It's been outstanding, and as I mentioned before, we've raised over $1 million just locally, which is a tribute to the community.
The new facility is set to have 26 beds and replaces a much older building.
Our old hospital is old, and so we had to do something. So we went to the community in October 2016, which is just under 2 years ago, and put the proposition to them. We got a good reception, we started fundraising, and we're in a position now where the build is well on the way through.
Construction started in April this year, and the hospital is on target to be fully operational by early next year. In Ranfurly for the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, Greymouth High School students seize the opportunity to chat with potential employers And we take a look at the weather for the next few days.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these, jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets, 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance, Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today. Phone 03 488 2754. Welcome back. The head of the Otago Polytechnic School of Art is saddened but not surprised by a proposal to cut the art history program from the University of Otago. The university is considering disestablishing the program in 2020, allowing the students enrolled in the program time to finish their degrees. Numbers have dropped by more than 75% in the past 4 years. Art School Director Clive Humphreys says considering the way the humanities are being treated in the tertiary education sector, the move is predictable. The Art History Department was established in the university in 1999 and was incorporated into the History Department in 2001.
Pupils at Greymouth High School recently had the opportunity to have quick face-to-face conversations with potential employers. The aim was to highlight and increase understanding of the many career opportunities in the growing tourism industry.
Getting to meet the employers. The West Coast Trades Academy organised this event to connect the growing tourism and hospitality industry with senior high school students.
Well, what we were looking at doing today was bridging the gap between students and our local employers in the hospitality and tourism industry as part of our week that we're promoting Got a Trade, Got It Made.
Is a very big part
Greymouth High School pupil Bree Jones says she's learned a lot from the experience.
It was actually very interesting. I enjoyed this experience so much, like talking to people and seeing what they have to offer and what they want in employees was a very interesting and insightful experience for me.
Alan Monk of the Paroa Hotel says it's a positive opportunity for the school pupils.
Yeah, no, it was really good. It was great to be able to see some young West Coasters get in front of employers and be able to tell them a bit about themselves and what they want to do.
The West Coast Trades Academy currently has over 200 pupils studying towards a trade while they're still at school, with many looking to take advantage of the tourism boom. In Greymouth for the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Clear skies made for big smiles on Sunday, helping to make this year's Special Rigs for Special Kids a huge success. The nationwide repatriation of servicemen who died overseas includes the family of Alistair Buchanan from Southland. And curlers from around the world are converging on Naseby this week for the Audi Quattro Winter Games. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Paul.
How are you?
Very well, thanks.
Good. Probably our best story of the day is Otago University is opening a new dental training school in Auckland.
Yes,
which is
great,
interesting,
yeah.
having a footprint into Auckland. $28 million, 32 dental chairs, and apparently it will accommodate 48 final year students. So that's due to start in 2020. And at the same time, they've got the new dental school here in Dunedin, and that's on track to open in December. So that's good news if you like dentists.
Well, yes.
We've done a Vox Pop in South Dunedin today on how people feel about what's happened to Claire Curran, with the minister, being dropped from cabinet. And there's a range of comments from people, but there's a couple here I could read out. I wonder if she was a wee bit out of her depth there, was one person. I don't think it was hard on her, I think it was fair. And someone else said, I'm a business owner and I've been warned it wasn't a good move. So that's quite interesting. People have got some firm views on what happened last week. The other story I just mentioned, really interesting, we've had some people complaining about the intersection of Moray Place and Princess Street, the way they've drawn the new lanes to get the buses around the corner. If you're going straight ahead, you're basically aiming at traffic coming straight towards you, and it's quite alarming. So we've got some comment from the City Council as to what they're trying to achieve.
I see, yeah.
So that's quite interesting. Opinion page tomorrow, a really good piece from Gwyn Dyer on why Australian politics are so unstable. And on the travel page, our gardening writer is actually in Sydney doing a tour of lots of different Asian restaurants. So that's not quite what she normally does, but very nice for her, for sure. So
a good mix.
Lots in the paper tomorrow.
Lots in the paper. Thank you very much for joining us. And now let's take a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Starting with tonight's southern view of early season tourists taking photos in front of the railway station. Beginning with the situation, low pressure systems will dominate the Tasman Sea this week, but most of the action will track across the North Island, with southern districts staying rather cold and cloudy, but not too wet. Looking to the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport can expect some clouds, easterlies and a high of 16. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim, partially cloudy weather, sou'westers and a high of 16. Looking at Canterbury now, cloudy conditions for Kaikoura as well and a high of 14. Christchurch should be cloudy with 13 degrees, while those in Ashburton can plan for rain and a high of 11. Heading to the south, moderate easterlies and an 8-degree high for Balclutha and the Catlins, while Gore and Lumsden are just marginally warmer on 9 degrees. Central Otago, moderate northerlies also prevail for Alexandra, Queenstown, Wanaka and Te Anau. Still not quite breaking into double digits, but highs between 8 and 9 degrees. In northern Otago now, a bit of light to moderate wind and a high of 9 degrees for Oamaru and Timaru and 8 for Omarama and Twizel. And Dunedin, some cloud develops around dawn after an overnight low of just 8. But early showers will clear tomorrow with a high of 9. Similar for Wednesday with a high of 10 degrees. And down to Invercargill, showers clearing tonight with an overnight low of 5. A pretty pleasant fine day tomorrow with light winds and a high of 11 degrees, sou'westers and a low of 7. Fine with high cloud increasing on Wednesday, milder easterlies developing and a high of 12 degrees. And that wraps up the South Today for this Monday. For the latest news from the southern region, get online and follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz as well as odt.co.nz. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.